The set containing elements 1, 2, 3, 4 is already identified as a group under multiplication modulo 5. We have a video for that, so please try to review that video in your own time. At the same time, we also identified its subgroups. We actually have 3 subgroups for this, but this video is focused on making use of a subgroup diagram to illustrate the connection, inclusivity of those different subgroups identified. The first subgroup identified for this group is the group itself, a set containing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, this is the group of the largest order number 4. Now, the next subgroup that we have identified here is actually the subgroup containing the identity. In this case, if you're not convinced with this, you can always review the video provided for this in the same playlist. It's actually the set containing 1, because 1 is the identity element of this group. And then we also identified another subgroup. It's actually a subgroup containing 1 and 4. We only have 3 subgroups for this given group under the given operation. A subgroup diagram will allow us to formally place them in a specific organization or order where we can see some connections. Like, say for example, when we draw up, whatever we can find at the bottom, in this case subgroups, are being contained by those at the top. Or those at the bottom are actually subsets of those at the top. So to illustrate our subgroup diagram, we start the topmost portion with our given set G containing elements 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other references only uses G. Other references also uses only this one here. But for this, just for illustration, let me use both of them. And then we are going to arrange them in specific order and specific inclusivity. I'm going to talk about it later. The bottommost part is actually the subgroup of the least order. We're talking about this because it's a subgroup of 1, order of 1. So we have here the subgroup containing 1. Okay, and obviously 1 is a subset of that, or 1 is being contained in the largest subgroup. Now, the next part here is to place the subgroup 1 and 4 somewhere here in such a way that we can always connect those ideas. I can place here 1 and 4 easily. This is because 1 here is being contained by that, and both of these elements are being contained by this. Okay? Therefore, this is a subset of 1 and 4, and subgroup of 1 and 4 is a subset of the original subgroup. So by that arrangement, our subgroup diagram only lacks the connection between them. And allow me to draw here some connection that allows the discussion or illustration of our subgroups. This would mean that our subgroups are connected in the specific manner. No need to connect that one there, even if 1 is contained to that, because we have the specific order where 1 is a subset of this before going to the original group. Now, by the way, other references will like to use arrowheads that to illustrate lattice diagram, but the more formal one is using a Hasse diagram without arrowhead, and this is already okay for this item. Thank you very much for watching.